And yesterday was Third Mutual's December monthly meeting, and today we have on Mike Straziuso, the president of that board. Nice to have you.
Thank you.
Quick meeting yesterday. Thank you. I think all of us thank you who watch it or direct it.
I would accept that as a compliment, except that a week earlier, United finished theirs in an
They did.
hour and 26
That's
minutes.
right. Yes, they did. But nonetheless, it was a short meeting, and we'll bring that again to the folks tomorrow at 1:30 and the next week it's going to be Friday, because Wednesday, although on the guide I think it says Wednesday the 25th, we're not here that day. I don't know if anybody's going to turn on a meeting on Christmas night, so we'll bring that to you on Friday the 27th at 6 p.m. That'll be your third replay of the third meeting.
They may turn it on if they want to get bored and go to sleep.
Maybe, who knows. All right, your attitude of gratitude, that's sort of your theme since the start of this fiscal year.
Yes.
And you've been talking about that, and you had some nice things to say during your remarks yesterday.
Well, thank you. Yes, I am so enthusiastic about selling the attitude of gratitude. And it's that time of year that it's appropriate. I'm thankful for the day 12 and a half years ago when my wife agreed to purchase in Laguna Woods Village. We stood on the balcony in gate 14 and looked out over the Saddleback Valley and looked at each other and said, yep, this is it.
Very good.
Also grateful for our current board. It makes my role so easy. They are a congenial group, they're a bright group, they're independent thinkers. They're a terrific group. I'm also thankful for the talented staff here at Laguna Woods Village. They're absolutely remarkable. Just imagine, we have over 70 employees with between 30 and 40 years of service.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And we have 7 more with over 40, between 40 and 45 years. The latest count of full and part-time employees is 1,019. I think people like working for our community. I'm thankful for the support the boards are given by our residents. It's so heartwarming to be stopped while I'm shopping or in the community center and have people say, thank you, good job.
Yeah, that is nice.
I'm thankful for the vision that our original developer, Ross Cortese, Broadmoor, in planning our community. We were, I believe, the third that he planned and called Leisure Worlds, Seal Beach and Walnut Creek. And
right.
And we certainly benefited from the other developments and the failures maybe that they may have had, that he was able to steer us in the right direction. For instance, one of them filed bankruptcy more than once.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
I'm thankful for the courage and fortitude demonstrated by GRF boards over the years to build the finest array of amenities of any homeowners association in the country. I don't think another one has a horse stable.
Yeah.
Or an internal bus service, or 5 pools and 7 clubhouses. And may they continue to do such an outstanding job with a vision to the future. By the way, there are copies of the Recreation Master Plan available on our counter. And yes.
This one right here?
Yes. They're on the website. There's over 50 pages of information on the website about the Recreation Master Plan. And This afternoon at 1:30 is an open meeting update by the Recreation Master Plan Committee. The committee has generated so much enthusiasm from our community. The people who are active in the different venues show up and express their opinion. It's terrific. I'm also grateful for the friendships we have established over the years here in our community. I live in a 22-unit, 3-story building. We know everybody in the building. Prior to moving here, my wife did not neighbor. And today, it's a turnaround. It is remarkable, heartwarming. I already mentioned the view to the Saddleback Valley. It sparkles at night. It's grand. And for our Globe staff, those ladies work so hard and do such a magnificent job putting out a weekly paper for us. I have to mention how thankful I am for our attorney, who is an expert at the Davis-Sterling legislation, which is having a big restructuring. They're changing all of the numbering system. So what used to be 1363 is now 4012, and he is guiding us through making changes to our governing documents to comply with it. And in all, it's easy to be grateful and proud to live here. And please, please, stay on the positive side. Try your best to ignore those who are trying to divide our community. It's a wonderful place to live, and upward and onward.
All right, very good. And one of those things, upward and onward, is that you folks on Third are beginning an energy committee that both Bert Moldow and Judith Troutman will be on, among others.
That's the GRF committee.
Okay, yeah, excuse me. That's the GRF committee, but you're also starting your own, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Bert Moldow reported yesterday in our meeting that GRF, when it comes to energy commitments, is only concerned about our amenities.
Right.
And that comes as quite a disappointment to Bert and to the board, as a matter of fact, because we feel responsible for developing an energy saving program for our residential area.
Right.
Today, we are limited in the actions that we've taken so far, limited to the one-story buildings as far as putting solar on the roofs. We do not have the wherewithal yet in our actions to approve multi-story buildings or multi-unit buildings. How do you divide the roof if it's got a fourplex or a threeplex or?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And so in addition to having representatives on the GRF committee, which we're obliged to do, Bert proposed that we create an energy committee specifically to Third Mutual. And Bert will chair that committee and put together a charter for the committee going forward. So it'll be a few months of the policies and procedure phase before we really get down to business.
Now, will this be, I know yesterday you spoke, you guys kind of went back and forth about what type of committee this will be in. Am I correct that this will be a subcommittee?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The
Versus an ad hoc committee or a full committee.
Yeah, the initial proposal by Bert was that it be a standing committee. And the groan went up, no, not another standing committee. Let's make it, we'll make it a subcommittee to the M&C, which is appropriate.
Right.
Again, the initial, well, maybe a subcommittee to finance, because if they allocate any money, finance has to approve allocating, but it certainly isn't appropriate as a subcommittee to finance.
Right, exactly.
Okay? So a subcommittee to M&C.
All right, very good. We got about a minute left, and there's one other thing, well, there's several things that you touched on yesterday, but you talked a little bit about the new communications committee that Beth Perrick is on, and it's going to alternate with the revitalization committee as far as the reports go.
Yes.
And this is something that I know that Larry Souza has initiated with GRF, and I think even United is looking at that, just simply of giving people, people on the board, I should say, not being so weighted down every single month by being on several committees, and also trying to make the monthly meetings, the monthly board meetings, flow a little bit quicker instead of having all these reports. Sometimes it's just a simple little report, and it seems to be the agreement among all the boards, yes, let's do this. Let's try and go more alternate or something like that, at least the reports.
Yes. Alternating, and there is a common denominator here as far as staff is concerned. Wendy Buckman is on that GPRC, Government Public Relations, and their Media and Communications Committee.
Right, right.
And before we've finished, thank you to the staff here at TV6. I want to say you fellas, yes, and Stephanie do a terrific job. How you are able to track who's speaking in the meetings. I try to help by giving the names of the people, but my compliments. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you and to everyone in our village.
Well, thank you very much, and to you and your family and the board as well. Take care, and we will we'll see you next year, right? I don't know if we'll see you before that. Maybe you have your regular weekly updates, so we may see you before then. But if not, have a good New Year.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment.